Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise here on Madden 25. Today, we might have the most important game of the season ahead of us. We take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's not like super important because they're like also undefeated like we are. No, they've lost 2 games so far this year. But at the end of the day, it's still the Kansas City Chiefs. They still have Patrick Mahomes. They still have all of their talent that they usually have. And an added layer, we have to go to Arrowhead. So all of that mixed and combined together in one little mixture, it could go bad for us. This could be the end of our regular season where we are undefeated. We could lose this game very legitimately. There's a legitimate threat that we could lose this game. I hope that it's not true. I hope that we go in there and we dominate. We have the best defense in the NFL, stats wise, numbers wise. We have the best defense. Our offense gets the job done, but our defense is the best defense numbers wise in the NFL. So if any defense is going to have a shot against Patrick Mahomes, I guess it's the best defense in the NFL. That game is just one of the 2 games that we have today. The next game is against the Rams. I'm not sure how they're doing because they're in the NFC and I can't see them just on the standing screen unless you click into it. So I don't know how the Rams are doing, but they're not the Chiefs. Chiefs are a priority today. They are game number 1 of the doubleheader. They are the more important game. They are the more probably tougher game. This is going to be tricky. I think we can get it done because I always believe in the boys, but it's going to be difficult. If you go to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go see if Patty Mahomes has got what it takes. Sunday night prime time. That is the stage for maybe the biggest game of the season so far across all of the NFL. The 9-0 undefeated number 1 seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers go to Arrowhead to take on the 8-2, most likely number 1 seed in the AFC, Kansas City Chiefs. This is going to be a knockdown, drag out, bare knuckle brawl, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be that. Now, as far as our team goes, we've been going through systematically, re-signing people when we feel like we need to re-sign them. And we've gotten it down to these last remaining players. Trey Palmer, Baker Mayfield, Thayer Munford, Josh Hayes, Marvin Harrison, Graham Barton, and Byron Murphy, and Chop Robinson. These guys are all option guys. We can all accept their 5th-year options, and they'll be back no matter what next year. Baker Mayfield is the only one that I'm kind of on the fence about re-signing, and that's mainly because of our new quarterback, Kyler Murray, who we got in the offseason. Or maybe at the very beginning of this year. I can't remember exactly when we got him. But when we acquired Kyler Murray, we kind of just moved Baker to the side. And now Baker's contract is up. What do we do with Baker? Do we send him to another team? Maybe a team that needs a quarterback, that's desperate for a quarterback, that doesn't have any plans to draft a quarterback? I don't know. We're going to find out here in this season. And by the time this season is over, we might be into late May, early June. And we certainly will not be able to get another season done with the Bucs the way that we're going, the pace that we're going, by the time that Madden 26 comes out. So what we might do is, this could end up being the final season. It's probably most likely going to be the final season of fully played games, where we play 2 games an episode, where we play the whole game, both games each episode, we play all of it. It's probably going to be the end of that, but we might do a season per video where we simulate, we jump in and we quick manage a few games here and there, but we simulate a whole year. Maybe that's what we do just to kind of get further into it. I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet what I want to do, but Madden 26 is quickly approaching. So we got to figure out how to wrap this series up and put a nice little bow on it. But that's for the future. We still got to look at the present, which is the Kansas City Chiefs on the road in Arrowhead. This will be our toughest test, maybe of the entire series. I know we've had some big games. We played in the Super Bowl against the Ravens and lost, but we've had some tough games. Ravens, Eagles, all those teams have been tough. I don't know if there's going to be a tougher team than the Chiefs. We step onto the field in Kansas City, Arrowhead. This is going to be a battle. How is the offense going to come out for the Chiefs? Is Mahomes and the offense going to be immediately dominant? Are they going to be sluggish? Are they going to be slow? Because there's been times when we've played the Chiefs in games on the channel and they've been not that good. They haven't been the Chiefs that we expect them to be. But there's been other times where they've been unbelievable and unstoppable. Is this going to be one of those times where they're unstoppable? I don't know. It's starting not great because Xavier Worthy gets the handoff on the little sweep and he takes it for a big gain. So that's not a good start if we're hoping that they're sluggish. We'll see what Mahomes does in the pocket today. They're going to hand it off to Pacheco, and Pacheco, ooh, he's going backwards. Where's he going? I think he had maybe 2 or 3 yards of positive gain there, and then he gets kind of like squished and pushed backwards, and he lost a yard afterwards. So that helps me out. I mean, that's a useful thing. I'll take that. And Mahomes is already under duress. He's going to go down. It's a half a sack each for Vita Vea and Trayvon Walker. And Mahomes is a little slow to get up there after the sack. Oh, he's limping a little bit. That left ankle or left thigh might be a little bit bruised. I don't know. I mean, those are 2 meaty men getting on your back. You don't want to have that happen. But that's a massive second down sack. Mahomes now fires. He finds Kelsey. Kelsey gets roughed out of bounds, but not for a first down, so they will have to punt it away. That sack ends up coming up big on that drive because that first play where they handed off to Worthy looked like they were going to roll down the field on us, but we were able to contain, do a good job, and stop the Chiefs and force a punt. And now Kyler Murray and the offense for the Tampa Bay Bucks come on the field. It has not been a passing offense, but we knew that. That was the game plan. That was the whole point. We're not supposed to be a passing offense. We have the leading rusher in the entire NFL in why am I blanking on his name? Barry Woodley. Barry Woodley. I forgot his name for a second. I apologize. We have the leading rusher in the entire NFL in Barry Woodley, and we have he also leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. I think he has like 19 or 18, something like that. So he's very close to breaking the entire record. That'd be pretty sick. Is he hurt, by the way? Did I miss an injury? Because he should be starting right here. No, he's not injured. He's just not on the field for some reason in this first couple plays. I've been hyping him up and saying he's the leading rusher, which he is. He's the leading rusher in the NFL, leading touchdown scorer as far as running backs are concerned. But the first drive of the game, he's not out there. Handoff, Bucky. Oh, good job, Bucky, with the elusiveness. You see a little fancy footwork he had there to get around the lineman like that? That was pretty nifty. I like that. There's Barry Woodley finally onto the field. It's about time. Handoff. Faked it. Give it to Olave. And Olave across the middle of the field, up the field, now down the sidelines. And Chris Olave, 41 yards on a single catch. That's the explosiveness of this offense. If we can get the blocking from the offensive line, we can pick you apart. Barry Woodley breaks through. Barry Woodley into the end zone for touchdown number 20. I'm pretty sure it's 20 now on the season. Barry Woodley is only a few away from history for most touchdowns in a season, which I think is 23, 24, something. It is certainly a number. I know that. I would bet my life that it is, in fact, a number, and a high number in that, in fact. But we lead on the road in Kansas City, 7-0. Chiefs punt their first possession. We score our first possession. Have we entered the Twilight Zone? What is happening? Everything's backwards. Cats are barking. Dogs are meowing. I don't know what's happening here. Kyler Murray's looking a little Mahomey. Oh, it's a great throw from Mahomes and a great route from the receiver there as he does a somersault. And he does another somersault. Hollywood Brown, well, he's doing another one. Hollywood Brown is trying out for the Olympics, it looks like. Doing a bunch of gymnastic routines. Uh-oh. Isaiah Pacheco. I love that they put his style of running in the game where he just like an angry little kid. That's how he runs. It's hilarious. But he got a really good gain there, and it becomes a 2nd down and 1. I'm going to dial up a little bit of pressure here. The veteran Levante David going to blitz Mahomes. Mahomes going to scramble immediately, and KJ Britt, the other man that was blitzing, as the offensive tackle for the Chiefs like jumps over top of Mahomes. Some of these animations are strange. And that is the end of the first quarter. That's the 2nd sack on Patrick Mahomes today in the first quarter. Is this defensive line going to be the real deal Shaquille O'Neal? I'm not sure. They're starting to feel like it. Let's see what we can do on 3rd and 3. This is a big 3rd down. Chiefs have to get this in order to save some sort of momentum or start some sort of momentum. Mahomes fires. He's got Kelsey wide open across the middle, just sitting down wide open, nobody around him. Classic Travis Kelsey finding the weak spot in the zone. It's what he does. That's why he's a Hall of Fame tight end. That is what he does. That's an upsetting 3rd down conversion there. We should have had that stopped. Mahomes going deep, but it's Levante David in coverage on the running back. I had no chance. I didn't even switch on to him. I had no chance stopping or catching up to Isaiah Pacheco. Levante David might be one of the better Tampa Bay Buccaneers of all time. He's not that good in coverage, and he's certainly not going to be that good in coverage when he's advanced in his age. He is super slow. Do they have Justin Reed kicking off? That's hilarious. Or Levante David, I give him a lot of credit. He's a great linebacker. He is not as quick as he once was. And even if he was in his prime, I don't think he's keeping up with Isaiah Pacheco. That's just an unlucky matchup that we got switched on there with Levante David. But that happens sometimes. The Chiefs do that for a reason. They hope that those kind of matchups happen so they can exploit them. And it worked this time. It scores him a touchdown. It ties the game back at 7. But Barry Woodley be rolling. He almost broke that one off for a big gain if he was able to not get tackled that second time. If there was nobody there, he would have had a big time gain. Ooh, a J-Mac. J-Mac is running the fade this time. I think Michael Mayer ran it the first time when I called it. But I'm not going to be able to throw it because the Chiefs did a very good job of containing everything on that. So it's a wasted down. I don't see... Oh, never mind. I see Chris Jones. I was going to say I don't see Chris Jones, but I just didn't see the big X underneath his name for some reason. He's out there. I was a little bit worried because, I mean, we're what, 3 years deep into this franchise? So maybe he retired, but no, he's out there. He's still grinding. He's attacking and grinding. Can I float that over to Chris Olave? I certainly can. Chris Olave's been big for the first couple of throws. He's got 2 catches for 60 yards. He's been absolutely, unbelievably clutch so far. Speaking of unbelievably clutch, it's intercepted. That was not good. How did that ball get picked off, man? That felt like Michael Mayer had 2 or 3 steps on him. And I didn't think that ball was underthrown. I mean, it obviously had to have been if the DB caught up to it like that, but it seemed like, I mean, Kyler Murray's made that throw plenty of times this season so far. I don't know how he underthrew that one. I didn't put in, like, that much pressure on it where it went into the orange was. I don't remember if it was an orange throw or not. I don't know. Sometimes CPU DBs get a speed burst when they're in coverage, and they can just instantly catch a football and catch up to a corner or catch up to a receiver that they're covering. It's kind of crazy, but that's what happens in Madden, and that is what we have to deal with. But now we have to try and stop this Chiefs offense from building on their momentum. They scored the touchdown on the last drive. They are intercepting our pass on our drive, and now they're building a pretty effective drive here. And Mahomes has his X Factor activated, which I think it is running gun, or maybe it's bazooka. I think it's bazooka, actually. Which means he can throw it like 19,000 yards or something. Oh, Chop got picked on the Travis Kelce route, and Jamel Dean's just standing there doing nothing. Jamel Dean knew what route Hollywood was running. I don't know why he acted like he didn't. He clearly could have seen that coming and been prepared for it. A minute 30 to go. They are moving Travis Kelce around like crazy. Stop moving him. Let him just stay somewhere. There we go. Jamel Dean plays Hollywood good there. Knocks that ball out. We're playing a lot more man coverage because Travis Kelce seems to destroy zone coverage. So he's also very good at man coverage, but we have to try something. So we're playing a lot more cover, a lot more man, trying to just do something here. And that's a good force. 3rd and 8. Mahomes is doing a little bit of a check down routine here just to kind of keep, maybe he's keeping the ball close for a field goal opportunity. I don't know, but he's under 50 seconds now in the half. He's going to go for it all, and he's going to get the first down in a timeout called by the Chiefs. They are targeting Hollywood Brown like crazy right now. I don't even think they've gone after Rashee Rice. They've used Xavier Worthy once. They've done Travis Kelce a couple times, but it's been all Hollywood Brown, which is not something I would have guessed. And there's Xavier Worthy again. He got wrapped around and couldn't bring it in. Kind of an awkward tackle animation we got there. 41 seconds. Chiefs are knocking on the door of an end zone, or of the end zone here. We cannot allow them to score again. That'd be brutal. Travis Kelce out of bounds at the 9. It's 3rd and 3. Can we afford a touchdown here? Probably not. We got to get a stop. We got to force a field goal here. If we can even try. That's going to be first down Hollywood. It's Hollywood again, and he's staying on his feet. It's another timeout by the Chiefs. I guess at this point, all we can hope for is we get like an EA clock management mistake where we force their 3rd timeout before they score, or not. We just let Travis Kelce walk into the end zone for a touchdown. Never mind what I was about to say, because it's irrelevant at this point. Chiefs have scored with 28 seconds left, and they take a 14-7 lead. That interception ends up being super, super brutal for us. And it was completely avoidable. Like, I still don't even know how the defender, Brian Cook, I think is who it was able to catch up and intercept it. Like, I feel like that was a wide open receiver, and it was a good enough throw to get it there. And yet it got picked off. So I have no idea. Oh, I thought I bounced it. I thought I bounced that outside, but I just got caught in the last second. 23 seconds to make something happen. Now, we don't have to go so crazy because we do get the ball to start the second half. So we don't have to go unbelievably out of control here with the play calling decisions. Can I get around Chris Jones? Kyler Murray, you better get around Chris Jones. Thank you. Slide down. I tried to slide down and it got caught in an animation even though I was sliding. How does it like negate my sliding animation when it's already in the process of sliding to give me a tackle animation? Like, come on, where's the fairness in that? I should already be doing the slide animation. There's Boone, who gets out of bounds at the 31, and we still save a timeout there. So it becomes 9 seconds remaining. We should have enough. We should be in close enough for a field goal if everything stays the way that it is. But I don't want things to stay the way that it is. I want Marvin Harrison to catch a touchdown pass. We're at the 1 yard line. Oh my God, Marv. I thought you got the touchdown. 3 seconds left. What do we call here? What do we call? We've got 3 seconds. Is it enough for a QB sneak timeout if we don't get it? 3 seconds is kind of crazy. Do I believe in this? This is risky. I'm going to go for it. 3 seconds. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kyler Murray and his tiny little hobbit body is able to get into the end zone on a QB sneak. And it only took a second, so we would have been able to call a timeout if we were stopped. Oh, thank you, baby Jesus, for that, because we needed to tie this game headed into halftime. We could not be going down 14-7 into half. That would have been pretty rough. But it's not going to happen. It'll be a tie football game headed into halftime as we knock down Hollywood Brown. All right, boys. We get the ball to start the second half, so we come out firing. That's what we need to do. We got to come out firing. Or we could do the old classic Juice technique, and that is to run the dang football and take as much time as possible. As I think I have a gnat in my house. That's not good. P. Ryan takes it to the 30. That's a good start. That is a solid, solid start. I think what we should do is turn the chew clock on because we cannot afford the Chiefs to have that many possessions. So we need to shut them down. And hopefully the combination of Bucky Irving and Barry Woodley will do that. Somehow Bucky was able to navigate through the traffic there and get positive yards. I thought he was going to get shut down for a loss. That's the way that it was looking. Handoff Barry. Barry will get the first down. Kind of a weird animation there, kind of a glitch. But he holds on to the football. He gets the first down, and we continue to eat the clock. And now Truz is activated. Yes, I still haven't changed his X Factor ability to Truz, but it might work out for the best in this situation because, although I think it's deactivated now, because in these clutch situations, we don't need to fumble the football. So I did screw him there by losing yards because I think a tackle for loss ends his. I threw a pick. Okay, I didn't pass interference. Pass interference. Boom! What a bailout. That was not even close to pass interference. The ball was already on the ground when they called the pass interference. Oh, that's a big old bailout. I appreciate that, referee. Thank you for calling that. You will have your paycheck in your locker when you get back. That is big time. Oh, they're bringing a lot of pressure here. Get through. Find a way to get through. We make it a 3rd and 3. They are really selling out for the run here. They do not want me to run this ball. So we're going to pass it. 3rd and 3. They're bringing everybody into the box. They are ready for anything, and that's a freaking unfortunate interception, man. We're going to talk this one through. We're going to talk this one through because this is 100% not my fault. I read the route. I timed it up. It was supposed to be wide open. This is Chris Olave running the route. He's wide open. He's got like 7 yards of space on the guy that's covering, who's 35. He runs across the middle. He runs into his own guy. And by this point, I have already decided to throw it to him. It's the dumbest thing that Madden has ever introduced in their video games. The way that, yeah, I know that it's a tight quarters. You got to know how to navigate them, though. Receivers don't run into each other like that. That just doesn't happen. And then it completely ends his momentum. He can't catch up to the football, and it's easily intercepted. This was going to be wide open. And it's picked off, and we might lose the game because of it. That is 100% BS. It's so annoying, and I'm going to stab myself with a fork. All right, let's see what happens. Another pick from Travis Kelce. He keeps doing that on Chop Robinson when he leaves his the line of scrimmage. And it throws me off because I'm trying to rush with Chop Robinson, and he's chipping me. Chip? Oh, this is BS. This is BS. I hate this video game so much. I really do. I really hate this video game. I really hate this video game. I hate this company. I really hate EA Sports. I want them to not exist anymore. Mahomes with the play action. He finds his man. It's wide open. It's, unfortunately, Rashee Rice for a big catch. Absolutely beautifully wide open. I don't even know if we had a guy within 7 yards of him. Crazy amount of space for Rashee Rice to work with there. But there's not a lot of space to work with here. It's a touchdown anyway. And the Chiefs have their advantage back. We had the chance. We really did. We had the chance to take the lead, make it 21-14 our way, and instead it goes 21-14 the Chiefs' way because of a bumped receiver route that ends up being picked off. It's super annoying that that's probably how we're going to lose this game, but that's what we have to deal with when we play this video game. That is what we have to deal with. Westerman with a solid return to the 33. And I know that the clock already runs accelerated anyway, but I'm just going to turn off the accelerated clock just in case. I don't want that extra acceleration because it's already going to be going crazy regardless of having it on or not. But we need to find a way to score some points quickly. And I don't know against the Chiefs if I can do that as I take a massive sack there trying to find some space in the pocket. And I run right into a big man, a big meaty man. And he did not want to talk. Trying to hit that over the top on J-Mac, and of course, it is deflected and incomplete. Because why wouldn't it? I throw a deep pass, it almost always gets incomplete, regardless of who's throwing the ball or where the ball is going or how hard I throw the ball. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Oh, I tried to get him offside there by catching him, but you know what? I'm done. I'm freaking done with this game. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. What is this? Yeah, I had a guy in my face, but I released it before. And look at the speed burst. I'm gonna play this for you in real speed, and you're gonna see him speed up to the ball. What is that? And I know for a fact that I threw that in the blue. How can you tell me that this man was gonna make this play? This ball should have been lofted over the top for a big time catch and a big time first down. Instead, yes, I know that J-Mac is wide open across the middle. I see that. But Michael Mayer is wide open. He's NFL open. This is NFL open. He's got 2 yards of space between him and the DB, and this guy just absolutely gets a speed burst. That's not fair. It's simply not fair, and I'm tired of it. I'm done. I'm not playing any more of this game. I'm not. I'm ending the game. I don't care. I'm done. I'm done with this game. We're going to lose our undefeated season because of 2 BS interceptions. 24-17 we lose. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Unbelievable. This game is the worst video game ever produced. Not just sports game, video game. And there's been a lot of bad video games over the years. This is the worst one ever produced by human hands. And maybe even worse than some of those AI slop games that come out, like on those ads on TikTok and stuff. This might be worse than some of those. We are no longer undefeated. We take on the Rams in this game, also on the road, also in prime time, and they're 8-2 as well. I have no enjoyment left in me for this episode, so we're going to play this game, and it's going to be horrible. Let's try and win. We are here against the LA Rams, and I did see on the loading screen thing as I was getting in here, and you can see on the field, it is Thanksgiving Day. We are playing on Thanksgiving, and I thought while I was setting up the game that I would put on the creamsicle jerseys to try and give myself a little bit more happiness after what transpired against the Kansas City Chiefs in that last game. We are taking on Brock Purdy, who I forgot was on the Rams in this. And he's going to go down for a sack in his first snapback of the game. Chop Robinson tracks him down. That's huge. That's a good start, I guess. I didn't realize that teams that don't usually play on Thanksgiving, or at least have home games on Thanksgiving, of course, Kyren Williams gets all of the yards back that we got on the sack. He gets them all back in the very next play. Of course that happens. But I didn't realize that teams that don't usually have home games on Thanksgiving get the little logos on the field in the game. I didn't think that they made that a thing, but it looks like, I mean, that's obviously what's happening because there's things on the field, and the Rams never host Thanksgiving games. It's always the Lions and the Cowboys and maybe the Vikings sometimes. I don't know. Probably not the Vikings. I know the Giants play on Thanksgiving, but I don't think they host games on Thanksgiving. Let's try and stop these Rams. We had a good start with the sack, but it really quickly went downhill with the Kyren Williams run, and now I hate my life. I don't want to play right now. I don't really, not after that Chiefs game, that's for sure. But I said we get 2 games in an episode, and we're going to get 2 games in the episode. So we're going to try our best to fight through this game and fight through the annoyance that is this game and see if we can win, because losing 2 games in an episode would be pretty brutal, especially against 2 of the better teams in football. I mean, the Rams are in the conference. The Rams are in the West. The West. The Rams are in the NFC. So we need to test our might against them because we could match up with them in the Super Bowl. Who knows? They're 8-2. They're having a good season. You never know what could happen. Or not the Super Bowl, the NFC Championship. They're in the same conference as we are. I'm thinking about the Chiefs, I guess. Levante David couldn't turn around and intercept that pass for some reason. I don't know how he could. They're going to go for it on 4th down in the first drive of the game? This is crazy. I've never seen the CPU do this. At least not recently. Oh my god, of course it's a 1st down. Why would the CPU go for it on 4th down? And they were in field goal range, I think, or at least maybe on the very edge of it. Like right outside of it? I don't know. But they went for it on 4th down and they got it, and then Kyron Williams is going to score. Can I be done? Can I be done already? If my drive doesn't go well, I might sim out of the game. I'm not even joking. I'm not in the mood right now to play Madden after the Chiefs game. I was in the mood. I was like, oh, I'm going to play some Madden. I'm going to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're going to have a good time. We're going to win some games. And then that Chiefs game happened, and I've completely been beaten down to a pulp where I don't have any enjoyment now. I feel nothing. I have no emotion towards this video game anymore. So if this first drive doesn't go well, you bet your bottom dollar and your top dollar and your middle dollar and all your dollars. You bet all your dollars that I will sim out of this game. We will find out. We will find out. Who's running the slide? It's going to be McMillan running over there. I'm going to send Marv deep. We're going to see what happens. J-Mac usually does pretty well, but of course, I get an instant pass rush, and I don't have any time to throw the football. I'm not quite sure how he got through so quickly. Do I have time? I don't have time to throw that, do I? Nope. That is, that's real unfortunate. That is real unfortunate that I couldn't get that. Playmaker, playmaker, play. You gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be. I was telling Chris Olave to playmaker by sending the right stick up. And I crossed. He wouldn't do it for some reason, even though I was right next to him. He just wouldn't do it. So I kept hitting it to try to get him, but I had crossed the line of scrimmage, and it caused me to air truck, which slowed all of my momentum and allowed for the tackle to be made right before the 1st down marker. So that happened, and yeah, we're probably not going to be long for this game. Oh my God, Brock Purdy is lighting us up. This game started so well with the sack on Brock Purdy. We got all those yards on the sack, and then Kyron Williams gets all of them back on a 30-yard carry the very next play. And not even the creamsicle jerseys can bring me any enjoyment because I have no feeling. I'm numb to this video game. That's a touchdown, apparently. He was not down. How was he not down? I could have swore he was down. But apparently the ball got across the line. It is a 14-0 game. We are going to be 9-2 after being 9-0 to start the episode. And I don't even know if I want to finish the season after this. I might just end the season and end the series because I don't want to play. Good carry or good return by whoever that was. Was it P. Ryan? I don't even know. Let's do a mesh spot. Mesh spot always works. Fire that in. McMillan, good catch. Good job. We'll keep it moving. We'll go with I don't know, maybe a escape type of route. I think that's open. Yeah, Michael Mayer's open. Good job. Big time play. Let's go with the high-low cross. Although this has not historically worked for me in this series. They're going to challenge that? These dudes are a bunch of babies. What are we doing here? You go for it on 4th and 3 in the first drive of the game, and then you challenge that. You're up 14 to nothing. What does it frickin' matter? You're gonna win the effing game regardless. What does one pass matter? It's not gonna end up affecting the game anyway. I'm probably gonna throw a pick on one of these plays regardless of what happened. And that's a sack because I can't even run up the middle without insta-shed. I'm having a great time. I'm really am. I'm not just saying that. I'm having a great time. I don't have anybody open. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Maybe just check it down to Barry Woodley on the out of the backfield. I don't know. Nobody was open. Everybody's covered. It feels like there's 100 people on the field. Is that open? That might be sideline open. He didn't. He got it in. He got both feet in. But it's a 4th and 2 situation. We're going to try to convert this. J-Mac holds on to the football. Good job. I was kind of concerned when he took the hit that he'd drop it. But he held on. Might be able to squeeze through it. Yeah, Kyler Murray up the middle. Okay, Kyler. Big touchdown on the ground. I'll take that. But if we can't do anything on defense, we're supposed to be the best defense in the NFL, and we're getting shredded by Brock Purdy. How can you tell yourself you're the best defense in football when you're getting beat to a crisp by Brock Purdy? Brock Purdy sucks. Oh. And Deebo Samuel, who's fat. We're getting beat by... And Kyron Williams, who's a bum. We're getting beat by all these guys. What are we doing? Where's the coverages? Where's the tackling? God, talk about bums. I got a whole squad of bums. Bunch of jabronis on this team. Trayvon, sack him, please, Trayvon. Sack. How did he get that away? Why does it feel like I enter like quicksand when I get right next to the quarterback? It's just like a split second where I slow down enough to let the CPU quarterback get the ball away. You gotta be kidding me. How does he always get these yards? 3rd and 4. They're probably going to convert this. So let's get ready for a first down. Chop can't pass rush to save his life. Puka tried to dive for that pass. I'm surprised he didn't, like, Mr. Fantastic stretch his arm out and catch that football. In this video game, I would not be shocked if that happened. I'd honestly expect it. I'm surprised it hasn't happened. Let's go back on offense and try to actually do some things here. Hand off to Barry. Barry will carry it to the 35. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Okay. Okay. What kind of plays do we call here? Do we try the slot fades? I mean, they might work. But I don't like that Michael Mayer's running him. He's not super fast. He's fast for a tight end, but he's not, like, faster than the DB or anything. Are you going to actually do a playmaker? My God, the playmaker sucks. I told him to run a playmaker. He waited like 30 seconds. Come on. If I tell you to hit a playmaker, you hit a playmaker immediately. You don't wait. Because I might not have the time. J-Mac up the field. He gets a first down. I'm going to try a screen here. I hate running screens because they rarely work, but I've had good luck recently with them, so try it again here. And it is going to be successful on the catch at least. You know what? That's a fine screen. I can't be mad at that. I've seen plenty that the running back doesn't even get out of the pocket. Ah, it's a pick. No, it's not. Marv catches it for a first down. Thank you, Marv. Thank you, Marv. We are under 50 seconds to go in the half. We got to turn up the heat a little bit here if we want to put one in the end zone. Oh my God, I did not see him there. I thought that Jalen McMillan was wide open. I really did. I did not see that Rams DB at all on that side of the field. I thought that was a wide open, maybe like 10 yards of space for J-Mac to run into. Barry Woodley, decent block from Olave, but not good enough. Takes us to 32 seconds left. Barry's got 3 catches in this game. What do we even do here? Do we just go for a mesh trail? A little motion mesh and try to catch somebody sleeping here? We'll send Marv. Snap it. Roll out. I just got to scramble. It's the easiest thing. Guaranteed! And Kyler Murray even threw a stiff arm in there. All right. So Kyler's got both of our touchdowns on the ground. And you know what? At least we're scoring. I don't care how it happens, really, at this point. At least we're scoring. We've tied it up at 14. And we get the ball to start the second half again. So that is pretty useful. Although, when we had the ball against the Chiefs, we did nothing with it and threw a pick. So, but again, it wasn't my fault. Bucky Irving, I hate the hit sticks in this game. Why'd they change them? Boom tech is not a thing. It's just a fancy trigger word that wants to put me in therapy. Oh, he's wide open. What is it with Deebo Samuel being wide open every single time he gets a pass? How in the world does that happen? We have guys that can cover. I know. I've seen it this season. We have guys that can play good coverage. So play good coverage. Quick throw, caught. Puka's in field goal range. How in the wide world of sports did they get into field goal range on 2 passes? They have no more timeouts, though, because they used one on a failed challenge. So they have no more timeouts. A sack would feed a bunch of families, but I don't think that's going to happen because Purdy's going to get that ball away. I'd really like if Chop Robinson could actually win pass rush moves, but he just is like a non-factor on that right side. Purdy's going to throw it away again. Are they going to run one more play before kicking the field goal? Nope, they're going to just go right here. It's a deep field goal. This is not guaranteed to go in. It's a deep one. I hate the fact that they even have the opportunity to attempt field goals. That's on the left side. It's going to bounce off the left upright and not go in. That's actually awesome. I'll take that. Super useful. Very lucky. And now we have a chance to score some points because there's 2 seconds left. If I can find 4 verticals, not the 2 on... There we go. I wanted one where 3 on one side, 1 on the other, because it gives me the best chance to do a double or a 50-50 ball. Although it's more like 30-50. Oh my God, I didn't see him. No, I don't think I got that there. Did I get it there? J-Mac got it. Touchdown, Bucks. Oh my God. At the buzzer. Oh my God, I didn't even notice that he won his matchup off the line of scrimmage until it was almost too late. And Kyler, thank God he had enough arm strength to get that over there. And thank God that the safety wasn't able to make a play on that. Oh my God. That's why you don't go Hail Mary, because Hail Mary never works. That's why you just go normal 4 verticals. You have a lot better opportunity because the defense is in a different... They're in a different defense. They're in a different formation. They're not prepared for a verticals. Or for a... they're prepared for a Hail Mary. So they're not expecting verticals, and they're more likely to let that happen. I've scored more end-of-half touchdowns on a 4 verticals than I have on a Hail Mary. So let's just be real about that. All right, and we have now taken the lead. So now we go into our defensive offense and just run the ball down their throats, and hopefully that works. Because I don't really want to give them the ball back. I know I said that against the Chiefs that ended up throwing an interception. Hopefully that didn't happen again, because I would really cry if that happened. Barry Woodley bouncing around, getting a first down. Good job, big dog. Barry. Big dog Barry. B-dog. And he's almost got Truz unlocked, or activated, so that's pretty awesome. Ooh, nice little run. He got stopped by, I think that might have been Braden Fisk, or I don't know who that was. It was somebody. Somebody with a star underneath their name. Handoff. Woodley shut down. Gain of 1. Now we're starting to get into the dangerous territory. This is where I threw the pick, I think, because we got stopped on a couple of downs. It's okay. We just run our normal offense. We won't throw a pick because we chop that down to Michael Mayer. He gets up for a first down. Everybody forgot about him. How do you forget about Big Dog Michael? Can't forget about him. Trust is activated. We can't fumble the football, so we run right at people and hope that we break tackles. We didn't break tackles. We got 2 yards, though. Good job, Barry. Kylie's like, what happened? We just need to take time off the clock. That's all we need to do. Getting a few yards every time, as long as we get a first down at the end of it. That's really all that matters. Let's just keep going for the safe stuff. Little short throws across the middle of the field that get like 4 or 5 yards. Although I didn't have time to throw that. That's going to be... Oh my God, I'm going to smash my brain. You've got to be joking. Are we actually being for real right now? Are we actually being for real right now? They bring an insta blitz. He doesn't get blocked, so he comes in untouched, ready to violate me. Nobody's open down the field, so let's just be real about that. Michael Mayer would have been open if I would have had like 2 more seconds. And of course, my throw out a sack animation just falls right into the hands of the defensive lineman. Just of course, because where else would that ball go? To the ground? No, that's too easy. Of course, it's going to go right into the hands of the D lineman who has a tremendous awareness and would be ready for that ball. Totally, 100% be ready for that football and be able to catch it if he even was ready for it. That's so accurate on what would happen. This is such a realistic game. Everything that I've ever seen in this game is realistic. I will tell you that much. This is exactly true to form what would happen in real life. That stuff would actually happen. I can tell you that for a fact. I am not being sarcastic at all. 3rd and 4. I'm gonna run a screen. It's off the helmet. I'm surprised he didn't catch it off the helmet. They're gonna go for it on 4th down. This team, I hate this team. Chop Robinson actually rushed the passer. Oh my God, I feel like I just saw God. Chop Robinson actually had a successful pass rush. Are you kidding me? Am I dreaming? Did that actually happen? And Barry Woodley actually had a successful run with great blocks for a touchdown? Am I asleep? Somebody pinch me. What is happening here? Did I just have 2 successful plays in a row? What are we really like? I'm still on the sticks. I'm still controlling the game. I don't know how that happened. I'm at a loss for words on how we just completed that few seconds of footage right there. Go for the knees. Take his kneecaps out. End this man's career. Up by 2 scores against the Rams, but we came back from 2 scores, so it's not over yet. Oh, that's a deep. How in the? Oh, I was gonna say 2 guys on him, and he still was able to catch it. No, he wasn't. It was close, but he wasn't able to hold on to that catch. They're gonna go down. It's wide open. He's down the ground. I can't believe it. It wouldn't turn me into the right freaking person because it never does. Oh, baby, baby, I hate this video game. Tackle Kyron Williams. He's only got 53 yards, but it feels like it's been 153 yards. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We got to get this ball back and just end it. Just take all of the time off. There cannot be another possession after this one for the Rams. Whatever happens in it, whether they score, whether they don't score, whatever happens, they're not going to score. It's Levante David interception. Oh my God, Levante David just happened to be right place, right time. Why is everything going my way? It feels wrong. It feels illegal for all of this stuff to be going my way. I feel like I'm doing something illegal right now by having good things happen to me. I feel dirty. Like I feel like these shouldn't be happening. I feel like it should be the opposite. All the bad things should be happening because that's what I'm used to. That's the normal. That's my normal is bad things happen to me in these video games. So I'm not used when a string of good things happen. I'm not used to it. But all we got to do is just ride this wave, take as much time as physically possible. It's probably not going to be we're probably not good enough to get all of the time off where we this is the final drive of the game. It's probably not going to happen. I wish it would. That'd be super sick. But if we can take like 4 minutes off or 3.5 minutes off of this court, off this clock, and then possibly get another touchdown, that would really solidify this win. And it's going to be a hold. I knew the good luck couldn't last for long. That's tough. That could be considered a drive killer. And it's the youngster, Quincy Barner. All right, now we back up to 1st and 20. It was a grind just to getting up to where we were in the first place. Now we move back 20 more yards. But Barry Woodley, for some reason, is getting god tier blocks. I don't know why he's getting them, but I'm not going to complain about it. That's for sure. I complain about a lot of other stuff. I'm not going to complain about that. Hand off to Woodley. He's going to bounce and stay on his feet and able to get the first down. If he would have got hit hard there and actually fell over, we wouldn't have got the first down. It would have been inches again, or maybe even we would have lost half a yard. Another handoff. It's Woodley again. He's got trust. He's not fumbling that football. We have 410 yards of offense today. That's kind of crazy. All right, this should be actually. You know what? I'm not even. Oh, I have to. I was gonna say I'm not even gonna snap it before the 2-minute warning comes, but I have to snap it for the 2-minute warning. So we will snap it and we'll get it down to the 11. We are driving down this field and we have taken it to the 2-minute warning. This is exactly what I wanted. Now the Rams are gonna be little d-bags and they're gonna call their timeouts after these plays, but we can drain these timeouts and maybe even put a third touch. If we put a third touchdown on the board, it doesn't matter how many timeouts they have or how much time is on the clock. 3 scores this late in the game is impossible to come back from. Even when I'm controlling the other team, there's no way I would allow that. I would literally just sit on the ball for multiple different delay of game penalties to not allow them to score or not allowed to have the ball back. But we score again. Barry Woodley puts another touchdown in. And we somehow have clawed back from a 14-point deficit to make it 35-14 our way. How did this go our way? I don't honestly know. I kind of blacked out. I don't remember. I know we threw the pick with Kyler when he got sacked and he threw it out of the sack animation. Okay, 1:48 left. They only have one timeout. They need to drive this ball down the field basically in 1 or 2 plays if they want to have any hopes of even attempting an onside kick or anything like that, getting the ball back. Let's see what happens. They're going to go to the flat. It's going to be Cooper Kupp, who, yes, is still here in this franchise. They're going to run some hurry up, save that timeout, but the accelerate clock is going to kill him. That's going to be caught. It's Cooper Kupp again. Oh, God. When they need big-time yardage, they're going to go to the veteran. They're going to go to Cooper Kupp. Is he going to spike it here? No, he's just going to go for a regular snap under center this time. That's in traffic. Almost picked off again by Levante David. I think that bounced off a helmet. I'm not quite sure. It happened so fast I couldn't really see. I think it bounced off a helmet. Some sort of body part it bounced off of. Purdy across the middle. It's Debo, who's been very big for them today. I feel like they've only targeted Puka like once, and it was that diving incomplete pass that he couldn't get earlier. That's across the middle. It's Kyron Williams. Keep him in bounds. That's the big thing. And now they're under 37 seconds. They use their final timeout. I mean, you got to score 3 times in 36 seconds. That's almost impossible. Not 100% impossible, but almost impossible. Across the middle. They got to run some hurry up. That clock's going to kill him, and it did. It took him down to 10 seconds. That's a rough one. I've been there. End zone, almost intercepted by Lance Fisher. That would have been pretty sick to end the game, but we'll get one more play on defense. I would assume this is going to take 5 seconds. So you never know. Purdy might just throw it away quickly. There's the snap. There's the throw. There's the touchdown. It only took 3 seconds. But the Rams are able to get back at least one touchdown to make it not look as big of a blowout as it was looking previously. And I would assume they're going to kick an onside, even though they literally can't win mathematically and time wise, they can't win. But I'll still line up an onside just in case. Oh, never mind. They're just gonna kick it off. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And you know what? I'm not gonna return this because I want one more shot at the end zone. Because I want my blowout. I earned this. After what I went through in that Chiefs game, I earned this blowout. So I'm gonna go for a verticals, just like I did at halftime. There it is. And we're gonna see what happens. Maybe something crazy can happen, like it did with J-Max scoring the touchdown earlier. I think it might have. Oh, that's annoying. Why does it always happen where I get hit on the throw? I had Mike Evans open too. That might have been another touchdown. All right, big win though. That's a big win. We get back into the win column. Our 10th win of the season. It's annoying that we're not undefeated anymore, but that's just the break sometimes when you play the game of Madden. And it was against the Chiefs, so if we had to lose to anybody, I guess you lose to the Chiefs. But next episode, if it does happen, next episode will be weeks 13 and 14, then 15 and 16, then 17 and 18. You get the picture, you get the idea. Somehow we're still the number one defense ranked in the NFL. I don't know how that's possible. Let's quickly, before we end the episode, let's take a look at the NFL record books. Because Barry Woodley's got 22 rushing touchdowns in a season. And the rushing touchdown record is 28 by LaDainian Tomlinson. But Barry's still got like a good chunk of the year left. He's got 22 already. So Barry could break the record this season. It's possible. But that's going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.